All right, are we ready?
Yes, sir.
So, what rank? You're GC3 rank, aren't you?
hmm
Peak.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is around about 1600 in twos. So let's look at this. That's a good cheat. But yeah, kind of a boosting while you're turning. I would turn and then boost. You can get a bit of a sharper angle on it. And it's a good 50 as well. Okay, I will return back here.
Yeah.
Um, we know that this boost's already been taken. We know that I took this one. You've only got one pad here. This guy, we need to evaluate how much of a threat this guy is. I know that his shot angle, let me
Yeah.
think about it this way. If he gets this ball, it's like this, isn't it? So I'm kind of
Yeah.
see where I am. I'm kind of shadowing this player, trying to block him from going for that. I want to keep him in this corner as long as possible. That's my goal. But the reason why I want to do that is to buy you a little bit of time as well. Ideally, you can, because the 50 happened around here, you can use one or two of these pads or this pad lane to try and get in behind, and then you can cut in if needed. Or even these two pads and flip and then grab these pads. But ideally, you want to be this side. There's nothing valuable you can add to the player this side, because you also have what's called a negative hit angle. The hit angle you can get on the ball is all this way. So ideally we want to turn that round, and if this guy pushes mid, which he probably will do, if he's a half decent player, we can try to get a bump or a demo, take him out of the play.
Yeah.
It turns
Right. Okay.
what's going to be a 2v1 on their side into a 2v1 on our side.
Makes sense.
So yeah, this time that I'm kind of shadowing this and trying to play this, you've got to have faith in me that I'm gonna try and buy you a little bit of time just to get back in behind and get our numbers back up.
Yep.
You do get the bump, but he almost scores from it. You see, because we had this negative hit angle,
Yeah. Yeah.
it kind of cooked me in a way.
Yeah. Got pretty lucky. I didn't go in.
we got away with it, yeah. It's a good challenge for me. Again, this scenario, I knew he was going to beat me, so I don't necessarily fully commit to this because I know that you're behind
Yeah.
me.
hmm
See how far his teammate is out the player.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind him hitting this back to you. I have full faith in you that you can collect this.
Yeah.
He gets a bump. It's good. 50. See, I do kind of the same thing here.
Yeah.
I flip to try and go for this. I think I'm just unsure where you are at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I went up there to grab the boost, hoping it would bounce up, but it didn't.
Yeah, a little mix up because we both did the same thing, but the same thing happened to the person behind. I made you a little bit
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
I like you grabbing pads a lot more as well. Really good.
Yeah.
See, this was the difference. Well, I'll cover this later on, but this was perfect what he did here. So he's got full control. He gets this slightly heavy touch. So at this point, this is the ideal moment to challenge.
Yeah.
Just as he's going to get his reset. If he gets the flick
Yeah.
there, I'm going to have that covered. But if he doesn't get the flick, you've got that covered. So it's kind of ideal
Yep.
scenario. We want some kind of challenge to come in midfield.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really good. I'm going to avoid the bump. He just gives it for free. He's low boost, so I try and play this as fast as possible.
Yeah.
He's out in the corner. We want to try to keep that numbers advantage up.
If I left that, he probably would have got it right.
Yeah, I think he was saving it, yeah.
Oh.
It'd have been very close. If not, it'd have ended up in the corner. It's kind
Yeah.
of... it's one of them things. You've got the skill to take that shot. It's just unfortunate that it hit the crossbar. Just one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was kind of hesitant here because he was on it to try and follow it up.
He got an incredibly good recovery.
Yeah. I do manage to kind of take control of possession, but by the time you get your pads,
Yeah.
this is what we need to kind of get out of you a little bit. We use this emergency pad lane here. We're already assuming something's going to happen before it's happened. See how we're already on the defense?
Yeah.
We go right the way back to net. This play's still here. What I would want you to do in this situation, this is what I've been teaching the others with this traffic light system. Did I cover it much last time with you?
Yeah.
So with this, use your flip. You get this pad, this pad, this pad, and this pad. And this is like, you know, you're waiting to see the outcome. What's going to happen here? We don't quite know yet. You know, simple scenario. He misses the ball, or I get a little touch past him, drops down here. Right, okay, we can turn for that. It's a free shot. If I get beat, okay, we can turn back. They're kind of just waiting that split second just to see the outcome to make our mind up again.
Yeah.
We could have challenged this or 50 for this in this midfield rather than here.
Yeah, because I put myself in a pretty awkward position. Yeah.
Get this there, nice rotation. This is what I mean about taking your time. There's so many players. So I close this distance and then I slow down. I'm like, right, so he can flick me. I want him to flick me, don't I? I know you're behind me.
Yeah.
I know you've just got boost. So I'm like, he'll flick me. He doesn't, he messes it up. I get kind of a weird 50 out to the right.
Yeah.
But say I like waited that second to see what he was going to do and then played from that. That's like your ones kind of thing.
Yeah.
What am I going to say to you here?
Or grab that big boost, because you already got full boost and you're pushing towards the play, and I had enough time to grab the boost and then stay behind you and wait for the play.
Yeah, either grab this one, or if you're going to push for it, use this pad lane to push for it. And you know, he's got relative possession of this ball. You know, he's going the wrong way, but he's still got possession of it. So just use the time that he's wasting to benefit you. And then on our return back, we kind of missed the pad lane a little. But albeit this was my fault. At this point, I seen he's got the ceiling touch, so I backed off. But I kind of really turned the wrong way a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't realise he was going for that. So it's on me for not defending that properly. But at the same time, you drove right the way up the pitch and right back again and only had a couple of pads.
I mean, I don't think I would have got back to it because the ball...
I don't think you would have done. I don't think you would have done, to be fair.
But in other scenarios, it'll make the difference, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing I'm going to mention here is how long it takes you to flip out.
Yeah.
And then we get boost. I would do it instantly because we can always turn back forward. We can never go backwards once the play's happened.
Yeah.
Like, it's knowing that I'm gonna stay close to that after the kickoff. After kickoff, you know your teammate's gonna be slow back. It's always the same. whether it's threes or twos.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I'll if I'm a decent teammate, I'll always try and buy you as much time as possible.
yeah.
I'm a little bit far here. Close it down. Bit of a wild challenge for me, to be fair. Yeah, I kind of. This is more so on me. I get a good touch here, but it's just too far away from me that I can't follow up on it.
Yeah,
But I still committed to it for some reason. If I had got the bump
yeah,
there, it'd have been easy for you.
yeah.
But
The only difference, I think I would have had a better challenge if the other guy wasn't trying to bump me, because I had to avoid that, go right the way out, and then kind of insta jump.
yeah, definitely. It's a good bump attempt from him. It's a great bump attempt. And good air dribble from this guy. It's just unlucky.
Yeah, very good.
It's a great save attempt considering, and it's a crossbar. It's just unfortunate again.
Yeah.
Not much else you can do in that scenario. They played it quite well, to be honest. Yeah, this is just a little bit unfortunate. That chipping him up there made me miss his boost. So I was like, oh, no, he missed it as well. But yeah, just an unlucky shot that.
I had to rush the ball purely because in the moment I was focusing on going for the ball instead of looking at his boost to see if it's gone. And I don't know, I kind of just assumed he got the boost and he was like ready to challenge already.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's just an unlucky shot. Another day, a few more games of warm up, and I think you just got that. To be fair.
Yeah.
I like that you're staying close because I'm quite far back on this. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
And you get the boost as well, nice. Yeah, and this guy, I don't know what this guy's doing. Like, air dribble it to your own corner. Why are you going for flip reset in front of your own net? I'll never know.
With low boost, yeah.
Yeah, even if he gets this touch, like his teammates like facing Narnia.
Yeah.
So this one is kind of again now trying to force him up high for you.
Yeah.
And we kind of get stuck on the wall. This is good in ones. It never benefit you in twos, this positioning. At this point, once he gets past, I would just let me go for this because it's about hit angles again.
Yeah.
I think he actually get that touch. Yeah, I think he actually got it. Can't see a colour on
it. When he was up in the air, when you try to go for the flip reset after hitting the ball forward, but it hits the corner of your car and it kind of just flips up a bit. Yeah. That's what I thought he'd done. I didn't think he had the reset. That's why my car was angled going down, because I was going to catch it and then go on the counter attack, but he obviously did get the reset.
Yeah, it's kind of one of them. Even at that point, once he gets, we're kind of watching him here, and it's not really, it doesn't look like it's much of a threat, but once it gets to here, you kind of just got to have this trust that I'm going to block him from going for this, because I will be there. As a good teammate, I should be there. Yeah. And then, because you're already kind of back post, you get a little bit ahead of it. It's one of them scenarios that with hit angles, the only hit you've got will have to play it across goal.
Yeah.
And the one I've got is going to either 50 it forward or hit it back across him, and then just wait to follow up. But again, it's like everybody when they're on defense like that and he's going towards the net, sometimes you're going to panic. It's going to happen. It's double commits.
Yeah.
You're never going to fully get rid of them, but yeah, this is just a bad bump from me. I wanted to try and go quick and just yeah.
Yeah.
So I want you to watch how I come back as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the 50 here, and then I'm thinking, right, because I'm not 100% sure whether you're ready or not. I'm thinking, can I go for this ball again because it's on the sidewall?
Yeah.
So I still got this handball right. Hit 1 pad, 2 pad, 3 pad, 4 pad.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm still waiting to see what the touch is.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm still almost shadowing him in a way.
Yeah.
Get the back boost. And I did not realise you were up there, to be fair. But it's great positioning. But yeah, I shadowed him into there. But what I'm saying is about the sort of approach back, this should become second nature to you.
Yeah.
I got this 50 here and it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I've got boost, 100 back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think about that now. It's something that I started learning like Diamond.
Yeah.
And it's just ingrained. Even 1, 2, 3, 4. Shadowy. And I go,
Yeah.
no, another pad here. Pad there. Every single thing I'm doing, I'm collecting pads, I'm keeping this. I'm not wasting boost. The boost management is so big in twos as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so awkward on this. The 0 boost.
Mm.
Let's go. This is just a great touch for him. Little pop off air dribble. Flips into it. Plays it above and around you. Like
Unreal touch.
it's just a great little play, that, to be honest.
Yeah. And as much as, we're not in such a high rank, it's the start of the season, so we're not going to be playing, the rank it actually is every game. And unfortunately, we got unlucky playing, I would arguably say, an 1800 and a 1700.
They were good players, yeah. They knew what they were doing. They're intelligent and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm.
They used the time. If we give them space, they punished us for it every single time, yeah.
They did, yeah.
Instantly, he's like pressing for the boost.
Mm. And they played consistent the whole game.
Yeah. I kind of throw this away a little bit here, but it works out.
Yeah.
Great to keep this close when you see what boost, by the way. But this is why I'm coming.
Yeah.
You'll know a lot about this. I just want to put this in just in case everybody's watching it. Obviously, about reading the speed of the play and stuff. If your teammate's going fast and the ball's going fast, you need to be further away.
Yeah.
Obviously, if your teammate's got no boost and he's going slow, you need to be as close as possible to follow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that he's going to be low boost. I can see him flipping without using boost.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm thinking is, right, I need to get this ball over this guy's head to create pressure.
Yeah.
And he does a doo-doo.
Yeah, and his teammate missed the boost as well.
But it's like, for him here, I'll just switch to his view so kind of explain it a little bit better. This guy here can jump for this and with a better touch can play this into the corner, land on the backboard and follow it up.
Yeah.
But instead he tries to cycle it.
Like a madman.
Like, If you build it
See,
off, like,
as
fair enough, you know what I mean? But
yeah, see, in training, I have very, very good mechanics, but I'm not consistent enough to use them in game, so I would never go for something like that. And that's what a lot of people say. Oh, I'm not, 1700 or higher because I don't have flashy mechs. But what a lot of people don't realize is you don't need flashy mechs,
no, no, no.
and unless you're going to go for something, unlike that guy, you have to make sure you're going to get a decent touch.
It's like me. People think of me as like a positional rotational player. Like, I have mechs, I can do double
Yeah,
resets. You know, I can score reset double taps. I quite happily do it.
yeah, yeah,
Um, like you say, the reason why I don't use it in ranked or comp is because you're trying to play for them high percentage players, the best outcome most of the time,
yeah.
and
You're
that's
just
the
playing to, get the goal, and doesn't matter how, as long as you get it, but doesn't necessarily have to be going up the wall and doing something cool.
yeah. There's like almost two types of players in Rocket League. There's them players that play for the win, and there's them players that play for the clips.
Yeah,
And it is like a culture at the moment, especially
yeah,
with like when you get to GC and Champ and stuff. More so even with Champ, I'd say, where people just go for flashy stuff all the time when they don't necessarily
yeah.
need
Because
to.
there's a lot of other YouTubers and who make content and they post them hitting crazy clips in ranks, but the people in the lower ranks don't realize they're not just mechanical; they are extremely good with game sense as well.
Yeah.
But you don't see that side of it. So all the lower ranks, they're like, oh, if I learn mechs and that's all I focus on, then I'm just going to be GC or SSL. But it's not how it works.
No, yeah, it doesn't work like that. You can get to GC2 with just good game sense and good
I mean,
positioning.
I got my peak of 1800 with zero mechs. So it just proves.
Yeah, it's it's not like you say, it's not a required thing until you get to sort of mid to high GC2, GC3. You start needing
Yeah,
to have your basic stuff absolutely nailed on, don't you? You know your air dribbles, your double taps, and stuff like that.
yeah,
Your
yeah,
basic mechanics absolutely dialed in.
yeah.
I should have scored this, to be honest. I was trying.
Yeah.
I was trying to get this. You miss a pop and he single jumps, thinking he's got time.
Yeah,
I was trying to go for this right hand side top corner, and just fluffed it.
yeah. I saw the guy right in front of me, and I did panic because I thought I'm getting insta rush and that's going over me. So I tried as fast as I possibly could.
So now I get the boost. So, down. This guy just doesn't
That
give up.
guy in his second, honestly, the guy in his second touches are unreal.
Yeah, this. I thought he threw it away there.
Yeah, me too.
Just missed the touch and just missed the bump. And then he thinks he's getting to the pew and he stays on it and gets another touch and bumps you. That's just crazy.
Mm,
What a 50 though.
yeah. Yeah, I had to insta challenge because I saw you on the right of my screen all the way over there.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
if I fake that, I'm in a 2v1 with sort of low boost. One of them's just got my back boost, and the other one's directly in front of me with a free goal.
Yeah, 100%. Best thing for you to do is just stay close to that. Try to get a 50 either right or towards their net. And like you say,
Yeah.
you just dunk the living daylights out of him at one in his net. So
Mm,
best outcome. Great decision.
yeah.
Yes. I don't know how he gets that 50 by the way.
They they were extremely weird but good.
Like, yeah, this C2 Pro guy
That was
was.
outrageous.
His aerial play was incredible, to be honest.
It was. Yeah, that touch to get it over me was incredible.
This demo attempt is very risky.
Yeah.
Obviously 20 seconds left. I was never doing much with this. By the time I get up here and catch up a bit, I've only got like 20 boost. So I would,
But I'm too far forward, and I didn't see it. To be fair.
yeah, I would in this kind of scenario, especially with a player like me that's not that mechanical.
Yeah.
I would either, yeah, just try once, and then if you can't, just turn around. But yeah, try not to go too far. Once we get to like this point, like it's a bit of an oopsie.
Yeah.
You do well to get back to it though, to be fair. But no, we've both got no boost.
I kind of just throw it away as well.
Get the 50. Try to get it around. Yeah, and unfortunately we don't have the boost, so we had our chances, to be fair. We could have
We
beat them.
did. I think. Yeah. As much as they were very good, they also threw the ball away. Times where I think we didn't necessarily expect it, but we just weren't ready, or we didn't have any boost, and we couldn't counterattack fast enough.
Yeah, definitely. I think with like that guy's aerial mechanics were really good, and it helped him out.
They
He
weren't
stayed on.
sensational.
But yeah,
Mm.
I mean the biggest, like I said, the biggest thing I think with you, like I said before, is just that boost management, that boost pathing.
Yeah.
It's going to make your life so much easier. Only once or
Yeah.
twice you kind of went all the way back, but that's kind of
Yeah.
like playing safe in essence.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to remember that your teammate doesn't necessarily know that you're doing that as well, so they might force a 50 for you in mid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that we got beaten because we were necessarily bad positioned, apart from the last section there.
I personally think they were just more more coordinated team, like as a pair, not individually, but as a pair, they were more coordinated.
Yeah, you got
Because we haven't played in God knows how long properly.
well, if we break down his goal that came from this one was a mechanical aerial player.
Yeah.
The goal that came from this one was a mechanical aerial player that resulted in an open net.
Mm-hmm.
This one was a mechanical aerial player.
Yeah, I see now. Yeah, they're just more mechanical.
Yeah, and this one was technically a mechanical aerial player, but it was a misjudge from me as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything. The biggest thing we struggled with was shutting them down in the air.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
they had a good balance of game sense and supporting each other, but they had the mechanics as well. That's how you know they're a high player.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I wouldn't say it's an excuse like that they're not this rank because, well, neither am I, but the rank that we're in is just, it's extremely tough at the moment. And yeah.
yeah,
So the players we're going to be playing, they're either going to be extremely mechanical or their game sense is going to be on top. Like,
yeah. These, like I say, these guys had both, and they pulled off the mechanics that they went for. They simply outplayed us. We did one or two little mistakes, but the majority is good. Just mechanically, they were a little bit more well equipped than what we are as a team. You're a bit more mechanical than me, a bit more consistent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you had another player that had more mechanics to back you up there, I think that would have been. I think that would have been a win.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Well, my teammate, he's somewhat the same as me. Like mechanically wise, he's more consistent with mechanics, but we're literally basically our opponents in that game. One of us is more mechanical, and one of us is more like game sense, but with mechanics, and that's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
And like that's why me and my teammate, we do win against people who are not 1600 and who are possibly SSL. Because the different play styles we have, we play extremely well together. One of us is, like I said, mechanical, and then one of us is more game sense.
Yeah,
But we both have
you're gonna find that
the mechanics.
you
Yeah,
need that chemistry with your
yeah,
twos partner.
yeah,
Some people find just someone that they play really well with just because their play styles match. Like you said, everybody has their own, like, especially when you get to higher ranks, has their own sort of signature play style, the way they like to play, and that's the beauty of
yeah.
Rocket League. And it's like you say, it's just about how well they sort of mesh together, because it's why a lot of people don't solo queue higher up as well.
Mm. To be
Because
fair, I found it extremely easy to solo queue. I solo queued my way from 1500 to 1700, and then I found a teammate
yeah,
who I played well with, and I got 1800.
it's nice. It's nice when it happens.
It is, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll save the video and I'll write it up. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, the biggest thing I would be working on with you is this boost thing, and
Hmm.
obviously, like, mechanical stuff is just a case of spending hours, isn't it? It's just a case of spending
Yeah.
time in free play, time in
Yeah.
training packs, and building that up. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's not much else I can say. You know, you're a good player. Just that boost
Thank
management
you.
needs a little bit of work. Once you get that boost management down, you'll have a lot more options as well.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I say there was one time you come ball side, which is going to happen once every now and again. I did it straight afterwards,
Mhm. Yeah.
and you miss the ball once. Things like that's going to happen. You know, mechanical
Yeah.
errors are going to happen. It's Rocket League.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everyone's, perfect to the game.
No, it'd be a boring game if we all were, wouldn't
Oh God. Yeah.
it? It'd just be every game would be like 9-7. Everyone would just be clipping on everyone.
Honestly, it would be an awful game if that happened.
But
But yeah.
do you have any questions about anything?
Um, how is like my positioning when we're on the counter attack?
Most of the time you're relatively good. You do support the player well. I noticed, like you said, we mentioned once or twice that we kind of got ahead of the player a little bit,
Hmm.
but that's subjective. Sometimes providing that passing option is a really good thing.
Yeah.
Gives your teammate an outlet. But
Hmm.
again, like I say, it's all about weighing up risk. If
Yeah.
you're confident that your teammate has a free enough ball that he can get that to you,
Yeah.
then perfect. But
Yeah.
if he gets 50'd and you're in your half, obviously that's your bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, generally speaking, apart from that once where you crept up, relatively good.
So just boost management really is the main thing.
Boost management and just mechanical consistency is going to be the biggest things for you. But like I say,
Yeah.
mechanical stuff is just time spent. It's just
Yeah, it's a learning curve.
it's one of the things you know you just need hours and hours in free play and stuff like that. It'll come.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you're doing a lot
Uh,
of the right things. When you need to stay close to the ball, you know when it's a threat. You're an intelligent player that you know when you need to not give them possession and buy time for your teammate. You see, you're doing a lot of
yeah.
stuff right. There's not that
Yeah.
much I can kind of really give you to do
Yeah.
apart
I
from
don't.
that.
Yeah, I know it's more of a harder thing to coach, especially when the player is my rank per se. I'm guessing it's quite a bit harder to like coach, especially because you said yesterday you're more of a well, you know more about threes, and you said you was better at coaching threes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely more adept at threes,
Yeah, yeah,
but
but
Even like you watch SSL games, they'll SSL games all come down to just who's more consistent most of the time.
Yeah, and in cases who's faster, because the SSL lobbies I've been in, if you're not more consistent or you're not faster, you will lose. And that's not even a case of being unskilled or more skilled. It is just
Oh yeah,
the
down to
pace of
recoveries and
how you play it.
yeah, recoveries, zap dashes, boost pathing, everything comes into play, doesn't it, to keep that speed up as well.
Oh, my headset's died. 1 second. God's sake. I can hear again.
Right. Well, I'm gonna finish this recording and stuff now anyway, and then
Yeah.
I'll write that up because I've got another guy coming in like
Yeah.
20 minutes. So
Yeah, no worries. Well, I appreciate it.
all good, man.
I shall be working on the boost management.
It's mainly grabbing them pads on your way back, especially give you so much more confidence to be able to just turn for the ball and take advantage of their touches.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
get so many more goals doing it, honestly.
Yeah. I'll that'll be the main thing I'll work on.